Hello, Internet, and welcome to SonyCentric, the Outerhaven's official PlayStation podcast. We are airing episode 40 from the new workstation, folks. That's right, I got a whole new getup going. That's the whole cause for the delay. I felt like I should get that out of the way. But before we get into that, we are joined by my co-host, the faithful, it's been far too long, aka it's been a week, Mark Sullivan.
Yo, what up?
And we are joined by she's as lovely as Mark is faithful, Delaila Lugo.
Hello, everyone.
It's been a week. I've been kind of incognito, but what have you guys been up to?
And gaming here and there. Yo, you know what
Good.
I did this? You know what I did this past weekend when I had some free time?
What?
Because I literally am just a child and could not wait. I took out my Japanese PS2 and started playing Final Fantasy XII International.
Wow.
Why would you do that when the new ones come out, man?
Because I couldn't wait. I don't know. I just was like, I kind of want to play this, so I started playing it. And it's been fun. As weird as that sounds, like trying to translate.
I don't blame you.
A whole nother language. It's actually been kind of enjoyable.
I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah.
I need some good Final Fantasy. I think I'm gonna go and start, because I started playing 9 on Steam. I think I'm gonna actually continue that all the way through.
Oh man.
Speaking of which, have you finished?
I have not touched 9 in a really long time. I need to get back on that.
Anywho, lest this become a Final Fantasy podcast, like it always threatens to do.
It always threatens to do.
If you weren't aware, folks, this is a PlayStation podcast. And we always like to start with a little segment I call, What Are You Playing?
Oh.
So Delaila,
Yeah.
What cool games have you been playing?
So, just to say, I powered through homework this weekend, and then this week I was able to play Deus Ex again, which, by the way, harkening back to our last episode, you had asked me how the lethal combat is in that game, and I finally tried it out more deeply, and it's not as good as it was when I barely used it.
So basically, like that whole 20 minutes that we talked about last time, just
yeah.
fucking throw it out the window. Duly noted.
No, just don't go lethal. It's not that good. It's not bad. It's not that great.
Stealth, I feel, is always a more compelling path anyway. Just there's more going on. There's more mechanics.
Yep. I've also been playing Overwatch competitive a bit, as usual. Can't get enough of that game. And I did the Outlast demo today, which is out. Go play it just in time for Halloween. And
that's only real quick note about that, just since it's been brought up. That's only available till like November 1st, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so download that while you can.
Yeah, it's extremely short, but what else? Oh, so I did want to like briefly mention, I didn't play this myself, but I'm like a better puzzle gamer than my boyfriend, who was playing on the television next to me, and Inside is so fucking dope. Like, I recommend you go play that game 100%. Like, I didn't play the game, but I basically helped him solve a lot of puzzles, so I felt like I played the game. I'm definitely gonna get it. Definitely gonna get Limbo, because I know Mark wants it too.
Oh, I was about to bring it up! Damn it!
Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. Amazing game. Like, one of my favorite games, hands down, of 2016, besides Uncharted 4.
Interesting.
Yep. And that's about it, I think.
Mark, what have you been jamming to?
I mean, I talked about it a little bit. Final Fantasy XII International, for whatever reason. Still kicking it with Resident Evil 4. Still trying to get to the end of that, as I have some time. Weirdly enough, like you bringing up Overwatch, Delilah, made me realize I've not played Overwatch in quite a bit of time.
Yeah, that's weird for us.
Kind of crazy. Like, holy crap.
I had the opposite experience. Well, I mean, I agree. There was a long stretch of time where I just didn't touch it. But a few days ago, I got like a hankering for it. And the past 2 nights, because I had off today. So last night I was just up till like 2 or 3 in the morning playing competitive.
Oh, nice.
I was like, you know, face first, deep down that dank asshole, you know.
Oof.
Oh.
There it is.
But no, yeah, it was weird how I just kind of randomly came back to Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, my boyfriend made it to top 500, and I was like, oh, screw you, god damn it, I gotta go play now, and I was just like so mad. I was like, I'm not happy for you, you're not good, you had time. But he's actually really good, but it's not about him. That's what motivated me to get back to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just interested to see what kind of balance changes, how new competitive fared out, and you know, it's weird because even though now I feel like there's a less penalty when you lose, like, you're not like always seeing yourself going down levels. It's just like a slight, you know, up or down on your overall score or whatever, as opposed to you keep going down levels every time you lose. But
Right.
I feel like I almost never see any upward progress. It's just down, up, down, up, down, up. Like,
Yeah.
it still feels hopeless. Thankfully, you can't go down in rank though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really nice.
But yeah, aside from Overwatch, what did I do? Oh, I downloaded. It came out on the PlayStation Store this past week. Darkest Dungeon is finally out there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I had it on Steam already and played it a bunch, but I wanted to see how it fared on the PS4. And I mean, it's the same game. Unfortunately, I couldn't play for longer than like 40 minutes because the game crashed twice on me, and I just didn't have the patience for it. But I mean, the fundamental game is really great for RPG enthusiasts. It's turn-based. It's like straight up Dungeons and Dragons, except your characters can be afflicted with like what can best be described as psychological ailments. So your character can go schizophrenic, and that has status effects on your character. Your character can become like a masochist and will insist on being in the front lines and will take damage for friends, which can really like fuck around with your strategy if you're trying to keep a character alive and they're a masochist and they insist on taking every single attack that comes at the party. So it's a fun, interesting little game, very unique. I recommend it for RPG enthusiasts. And yeah, in terms of gaming, you know, I've been dealing with other shit. I haven't really had time this week because I had to get my new setup here.
Yeah. Joining that good old PC master race there, Jason?
No.
Oh no.
Dude, this thing, as much money as I had to fucking throw at this thing, I bet you it couldn't even fare up there. I mean, I can still play my Civ. That's the one thing I will give the PC crowd. They got Civ. But Mark, you brought up both of you guys brought up Outlast on the PlayStation Network. So I think it's only natural we move straight into the new PSN Plus lineup this month.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is, in a word,
amazing,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, one might say that this is the dankest lineup they've had in a very long time.
Cool lineup, bro.
I mean, last month was really good too. Like,
Yep.
I gotta say, like, say what a lot of people will say about Lords of the Fallen. That was a big surprise, and that was a big title for them to throw out there as a free title. And not to mention your Journey. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And that was my first time playing Journey too, so that was really cool, actually.
Yeah, you hit me up right after you beat it, and you told me that you cried a lot. Felt very touched. I'm kidding. You did not cry.
I was about to be like, yeah. I was about to be like, yeah. What? No, that was more me when I was doing my rerun through The Last of Us.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I was talking to you guys, and I was like telling you how emotional I was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That last month was great. This month, I'm kind of in disbelief. They were able to snag this. It's perfect for October.
Yep.
So, or at the very least, the one is.
So yeah, let's actually put out there what the lineup is.
Right.
So
I'll get into that. I was pulling up to make sure I had all the games. I knew the two on PS4, but I didn't know the rest
oh,
off
okay.
the top of my head.
Gotcha.
But shall I run it down?
Go for it.
So pretty much the big, surprise title that's making this lineup awesome. The Resident Evil remake, or Resident Evil remake remaster, I guess this is what this is, right?
Yeah, it's the remaster of the remaster.
Yeah. The original. The original Resident Evil was remade in 2002 for the GameCube, and then it got remastered again. That's free this month on PS4. That's incredible. Like, right off the bat, that's awesome.
Yep.
I don't think they could have picked a better title to get snack for this month. And then the other one being Transformers Devastation, which it's developed by Platinum Games. I haven't played it, but I've heard really good things about it.
Same.
For a Transformers
I've heard it's
game.
good. It just doesn't have much value.
I believe in Platinum Games.
No. I mean, I from what I've heard, like agrees with what you're saying is that the game itself is good. There's just not much there. It's like barely 2 hours long. Like.
Oh well.
Which is why I think it's perfect that it's like a PlayStation Plus game.
Yeah, well, the main thing I've heard about it, as far as why it's like a really good Transformers game, is because it's in the style of the old cartoon.
Yeah.
Which, for a lot of people that grew up with Transformers, it's really nostalgic for them that this is like the preferred way of doing it, rather than Michael Bay's explosion extravaganza. But yeah, those are the two PS4 games for this month. This is an awesome month for PS4 owners.
Definitely.
Down.
So far, I think since we got that price increase, I think it's kind of paying off already.
Yeah.
Well, let's not speak too soon.
Let's not speak too soon, but it's been 2 months, two lineups since they announced the price hike up. The three of us were all very, very skeptical. We were, hoping for the lineups to turn around, and it kind of looks like so far they have. Let's see if they can go 3 in a row.
Well, yeah. Let's see if they can A, continue, and then B, like
maintain
ever
it.
ever get around to picking back up with PlayStation 2 classics.
Oh, that would be lovely. Just to finish off the lineup, for PS3, it's Mad Riders and From Dust. From Dust being the highlight there. I've heard very good things from Dust. And Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth, and Actual Sunlight on Vita. Actual Sunlight I bought like a year ago, and I've not gotten around to playing it. And I've been looking to find time to just do it, because it's a very short experience, and it's extremely emotional and rather depressing, but that's something that like kind of intrigues me, as sad as that is, I guess. But
here's a question I just thought of: when do you think they're gonna? Because you have to imagine that there's some money that's required to go and secure rights to get free games for the PS3 is in addition to the PS4. Do you think when, if ever, do you think they'll cut off support for the PS3 there with the free games?
I don't know that it's going to be anytime soon, solely because we haven't gotten a AAA game, or many AAA games on PS3 in the lineup in quite a bit. Like, it was either a month or 2 months ago we got Yakuza 5, which was a big deal. That was actually the standout of the entire lineup, which
Well, I mean, think about it though. That PlayStation 3's already gotten most of the AAA games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's
It does
very
seem
true.
to be dying out a little bit, though.
It's mostly smaller titles. It's mostly indies. I think they'll just keep riding that until, like you said, they run out of those, which could take quite a long time.
Just want to throw it out there.
Hell, what they could start doing, because they did this a while back. It's actually how I got Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Silent Hill, the first. They were offering PS1 classics on there. They could always start doing that again.
Yeah, they could, and I would be plenty happy with it if I played on my PS4.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole nother.
That's another can of worms.
Yeah, it's another can of worms.
Speaking of can of worms, it seems that Bethesda and Sony are opening up this whole modding situation, can of worms again. So as far as we knew, the last time this story cropped up, Bethesda came out and just hammered Sony, pointing the finger at them, saying Sony was the one preventing them from allowing mods both on the PlayStation 4 version of Fallout 4 and the upcoming PS4 version of Skyrim. Apparently that's not so anymore. To an extent.
To an extent.
Limitations.
Yeah, so the limitation, and this is actually kind of funny, the limitation is that the mods on the PS4 can only use in-game assets.
This is basically just means that hardcore modders and the most creative of modders aren't really going to be flocking to PS4 when it comes to Fallout. And that the same goes for the people that are interested in those things, that are interested in downloading and playing those things.
Yeah, I was.
They're going to be doing it on Xbox One or PC.
Yeah, I was plenty interested in Skyrim purely for the mods, because there are some cool ass mods, but all those cool ass mods are original content.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Skyrim. Is like so many of the people that still like Skyrim have already played through it. They still play through it, but they do it for the mods. I'm in that. I feel like I'm in the minority in that I haven't played Skyrim. So if and when the special edition comes out and I buy it, I'll just want to do it fresh, painted.
That's good. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, I put so many hours into those games, dude. Oh my god.
I mean, I couldn't get into Oblivion. That's why I have never touched Skyrim, just under the principle that I didn't think I'd like it. But I've been told that I should still give it a shot.
Yeah, my problem going into it is that, mods aside, if I were to go back into that game, I already know, like, I can see in my head, like, the branching lines of all the quest paths, and I can break the game down into, like, 3 major quest lines, you know? Like, it's like, it seems seamless when you go through it. I don't want to ruin it for you, because, like,
that's fine, yeah.
You sound excited because it's your first time, and it is so cool the first time you go into Skyrim.
Yeah.
And everything just kind of seems so interconnected and like just one big world. But having played it so many times, I know how everything that's going on, you know, beneath the shroud, and you know what quests go where and what intersects with what. And I've just played the game too much. I needed the mods to get back in.
Well, you'll have to be doing those mods with entirely in-game assets.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too enticing for me, but
it's kind of a shame.
I don't know. Maybe the graphical adjustments and what Bethesda does will be enough.
Well,
we'll see.
Basically just no Majora's Mask Moon for you. Death Star in the sky or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Whatever other cool mods I've definitely seen for Skyrim out there.
There are a lot of cool mods.
No Randy Savage in Fallout. None of that garbage.
So what else we got going on this week? So you guys already mentioned Outlast. We had the Fallout.
Well, you played a little thing that you didn't mention.
Oh, right, Dragon Quest, yes.
Yeah!
We talked about this last week, that the demo had, like, just come out.
And we all said we were gonna play it, and then only one of us played it.
Yeah, I played it. I played it for, like, a good hour, or maybe 2.
And how was it?
I really enjoyed it, actually. It's not terribly deep, but it's exactly what I said I was hoping it would be, which is Minecraft with somewhat of a story and an objective to kind of guide you. And Dargans, yeah.
And Dargans.
Cool dragon, bro. But yeah, no, I mean, it looks nice enough. Unfortunately, it's, I don't want to say somewhat held back, because it's also coming to the Vita and the PS3.
Hey!
So,
what's wrong with that?
Well, no, it's just not the highest fidelity. Because it's designed to be, you know, run on all platforms. But I mean, it's not important because the aesthetic is what's important about that. Obviously, what's his name? Dragon Ball. Mr. Dragon Ball. You know this. You're Japanese, Mark.
Akira Toriyama?
Yes.
Jeez, man.
You're Japanese, Mark.
You're Japanese, yeah, okay.
Sorry. Next time you need to know who draws Mickey Mouse, you can ask me, okay? Because I'm American.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Alright.
I'm not actually racist to anybody. I'm just trying to make jokes to lighten the mood because it's quiet.
Do we want to refer back to a couple weeks ago where you're like, I have a funny story. And then you
oh my god.
to tell us that Destiny thing that you found out.
What? I didn't know he was black. He's wearing He's wearing fucking space armor all the time.
Bringing it back.
Anywho, yeah, Dragon Quest Builders was pretty fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to make it to the boss, but I didn't have enough time. I had to quit, and it wouldn't let you save the demo.
Oh yeah, it's cool to know it's got like it's a pretty loaded demo.
It is. It is. There's side quest after side quest. The only piece of criticism I would have of it is that, and it's funny because it kind of references this, that it's something that the series has always been known for, which is that it's very tutorial heavy. Like, very famously, Dragon Quest VII, which just was re-released on the DS. Like, it is very famous for taking a very long time to get going, like, and by a long time I mean like 6 hours. Like there's like a hour, tutorial, and then like you're just kind of walking around town talking to people. It's just set up for like 5 hours before the actual game really begins. Alright, hold on one second. Bad girl. Alright, sorry. I'll begin that again. So Dragon Quest VII is very famous for taking forever to start up. There's like an hour-long tutorial, and then you're running around for a few hours. Like, it takes fucking forever. And that was one of the criticisms when the game was just recently re-released on the DS, is that they didn't really fix that at all. And it's kind of the same thing here, where like it feels like each quest with Dragon Quest Builders, or at least the ones that I was getting in the demo, each individual quest was just trying to teach me some really basic rudimentary mechanic that could have been explained to me via like a quick pop-up message.
Right.
So it felt like I was taking forever to just get together all the tools I needed to build stuff. But once I did, and once I had the capability to like build rooms and start, expanding the little village, and it was really fun. And it's exactly, like I said before, it's exactly what I wanted. It's Minecraft with something to do in it.
Nice. Yeah, I keep saying this. I was watching my boyfriend play. The reason why this keeps coming up is because I'm in school, and so I'm doing homework, and now I'm kind of a spectator, which is very weird for me. I'm kind of a little disposition, but nonetheless, I did watch him play it, and for me, like, my critique was that there's just so much dialogue. It was like going through dialogue. I was like, oh my god, how could you like stay focused? I was like, he finished a dialogue by the time I read like a page in one of my books for school. But what I really liked about it, and this is coming from someone who hasn't played a Dragon Quest game since the NES, was the music was the same, and it just immediately popped me back into the nostalgia of what it was like to play the NES game, and seeing like the little slimes hopping around and shit. And I did have a question for you, Jason. When you when did the other Dragon Quest games, because I really love this about what I saw in this demo, that the NPCs would like run to you after you completed their quest, were the other Dragon Quest games like that?
No.
Okay, well that's great, and I think more RPGs should do that. I finished your quest, come to me, bitch.
Yeah, no, that is pretty cool. Though, like I said, like, so much of that, and maybe it's just because they were trying to give you some random shit to do for a demo, but so much of it felt like it could be condensed. At the same time, though, I was having fun.
Good.
And that, like you said, that Dragon Quest aesthetic is definitely there. The music, the Mr. Dragon Ball drawings, design.
Akira Toriyama.
Domo arigato, Mark. But yeah, and it's Dragon Quest. That's why I love it. And you were talking about the walls of text. That's just a very Dragon Quest thing. It's very old school. It's very hardcore, and it knows it.
It's actually pronounced Dragon Quest, but that's okay.
We can't all be Japanese, Mark.
Oh man. Well, it's good. It's good that demo was pretty kicking. Still available, so if y'all haven't tried it, try it out.
So what else happened this week?
I mean,
not much. I mean, we have VR. It's kind of the silence, the calm before the storm.
Yeah, I mean, we
VR.
got it's like weird. We have a bunch of like little things, but nothing like really big. I guess yeah, the next big thing is the whole well, yeah, PSVR launches next week, right? And in PSVR news, we got a little news nugget that Resident Evil 7's VR mode or whatever is going to be exclusive to PSVR for a year.
Oh right, yeah, it's playing that game.
Yeah, I mean, good for them.
I mean, it's smart. That's how you're gonna do it. I mean, PSVR is already kind of winning it in terms of the economics war,
right?
Because it's the most well-priced. I mean, obviously, it's nowhere near as powerful as some of the other ones, but
effective. Like, it's the most I won't say it's the most cost-effective VR. It's the most impressive cost-effective VR system you can get.
Yes,
because there is the Samsung Gear.
Yeah, but that thing that thing's good for one thing: watching porn.
Well, I mean,
oh my god.
I did some non-pornographic VR demos on that, and it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's like the shit
pretty impressive, but
it's like the movies that are like designed, like what is it? The one where he walks the tightrope across the World Trade Center.
Oh, I thought that was a PSVR thing.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like I don't know, but my point is it's good for watching porn and other movies. Like it's not like a gaming.
Well, it's not. It isn't like a gaming thing. The things that I did play were entirely just like the one was a horror thing where I just stood in the same place and just looked around. And the other thing was an on rails psychedelic thing. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's not for gaming primarily. You're right, but it is significantly cheaper. Now, if we want to go gaming VR, then yeah, absolutely PSVR is the most impressive and most cost-effective. Simultaneously.
Yeah. So the only point I guess I was trying to make was that getting exclusives for many people who hate the word exclusive. I guess this is a terrible thing for me. I'm indifferent because I have a PlayStation. If I have VR, it's going to be PSVR. Right. And this is kind of it's not even just that it's early for PSVR. It's early for VR as like a medium.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like getting exclusive software and stuff like that is going to be. You're going to start seeing that more and more across the entire medium as each I don't even know what to call them, manufacturer, producer, tries to carve out their niche in the market.
Yeah. And in this one specific example's case, I'm not even really surprised.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Resident Evil 7 was announced at Sony's conference. The demo, the whole beginning hour demo is exclusive to PlayStation 4. Any other trailer has been basically PlayStation branded. It's been revealed in PlayStation pages, PlayStation booths. This seems like, even though it's not exclusive to PlayStation, it's got that whole marketing push behind it.
Yeah, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was a PlayStation exclusive.
Right, and even the VR experience, like when they announced it would be playable on PlayStation VR, I don't know. I kind of didn't even assume that it would be on any other VR platform. And I guess that it makes sense that it would be, but that just still goes along with this isn't much of a surprise.
True. Delaila, do you have
great
any
things about the VR.
What's that?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I was just asking if you had any thoughts.
I'm hearing great things about the VR. I was listening to, Kind of Funny podcast today, and they had nothing but good things to say about it. In terms of the whole Resident Evil thing, honestly, Resident Evil was the only game that makes me want to buy a VR. Other than that, I was kind of waiting for it to just get more games under its belt, but I mean, I could afford it. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna go there anytime soon.
And I don't think I could handle Resident Evil 7 in VR.
You know what other game? It's a game that's already out, actually. It's been out for a while. I know it supports VR in... Is it Oculus? I don't remember what headset it supports. I think it's going to... I'm pretty damn sure it's going to support PSVR.
Wait, which game?
Alien Isolation.
Ooh.
AKA... probably the most underrated... It's probably the best survival horror game of the generation thus far.
That is probably accurate.
But it's like one of the most forgotten, underrated games of this generation as well.
It's actually sitting on my shelf right now, waiting to be played this month. I was planning on doing that because it's Spooktober.
I mean, granted, maybe I'm a bit biased because I'm a huge fan of that franchise. Like,
you like that?
Favorite
Ellen
film.
Ripley?
Yeah, dude, she's hot.
Pretty cool.
She gets in those tidy whities at the end, in the spaceship,
and has to
and
fight
the alien,
a big old nasty alien, man.
Yeah, the alien sneaks on board the escape pod,
dripping all that goo all over the place.
It's acid, gooey acid.
She saved the cat, right? I forget. She saved the cat.
Yeah, she saves the cat.
I thought so. I couldn't remember. We just watched that movie maybe a month and a half ago.
God, what was the cat's name? God damn it.
I don't... Jones. It was Jones.
Jonesy's, yeah. Jonesy. Yeah.
Boom. Nailed it.
Wow, this is totally irrelevant.
Welcome to Alien-Centric, your #1 Alien-Centric podcast.
But Alien Isolation is a fucking phenomenal game.
Yeah, I need to get around to that.
And I really want to play that in VR.
That'd be too spooky for me. Wouldn't be able to handle it.
Delaila, do you ever play it?
I did not, but I also have watched it played, but I never played it myself. I hear great things about it, and I want to play it.
It would be a crazy, awesome survival horror game on VR. That Walking Dead Survival Instinct game.
Oh my god. No, you did not.
Come on, that real time when you sprint and the sweat drips down on your eyes and you can't see. Imagine that in VR. It'd be so nasty.
God damn it.
Oh man, you heard it here first.
As a final note before we leave, as you noticed today, folks, there's a lot of little shit. There's not too much going on though. Again, it's the calm before the storm. Just wait until Mark and I get our hands on World of Final Fantasy, though.
Oh my god, that's the end of the month.
Yep.
Can't wait.
But until then, No Mansky got a patch. What is it, patch 1.09? Fixes about 30 or so bugs. They still haven't, addressed, I don't know, anything. No, I just mean, and I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh my god, fucking Sean Murray robbed me blind, sue his ass.
Right.
So fun. But it's like, this is the 9th or so patch. It fixes all these bugs, but it still hasn't really addressed anything.
No. When I meant they haven't addressed, I more meant Hello Games hasn't really said anything.
I know, just like that. That was just worded really, really funnily.
It's like
it's great though.
It's almost as if you cheated or you fucked your best friend's wife.
Damn.
And your best friend found out, walked in on it, and then the next day, I don't know, you just come over and pretend like nothing happened, and Like, just hanging out watching football with him.
I feel like we just walked into a Spanish soap opera.
No, but I'm just saying, it's like Hello Games comes out like, hey guys, we got a new patch, we fixed like 30 issues, and everybody's just like, give me my fucking money back. Like, it's just this dissonance. Like, I can't believe that. Like, you know, I really have no opinion either way, like the morality or ethics of it or whatever you want to say, but I find the entire situation hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all they really need to do is come out and just say something like, we tried to do this, it didn't work, or we're gonna do this. Like, it's just gonna be far ahead. Like, I was watching them talk about some upcoming patches for Overwatch, and they were like, this might happen, we're looking into this. It might happen in a long time, it might never happen. And like, that's kind of all you need to say. Like, that's it. You know, so sometimes things don't work and whatever. I don't want to sue you for it, but just talk about it a little bit.
Oh, speaking of which, on the note of suing, because there was that in the UK, there was that advertising like regulatory body or whatnot that was launching an investigation into No Man's Sky. I guess based on like the whole multiplayer, there's no multiplayer, and it may or may not have been advertised. I guess it was on the Steam page that there was multiplayer.
I think it was actually originally on the back of the box too.
Yeah, that as well. I don't know. There's apparently a whole Reddit thread about it. There's a Reddit thread about like everything that's not in the game, but
yeah.
I just want to put it out there that group of people that's launching this investigation, according to the sources I was reading, that's not actually a government body. That's like they're basically the equivalent of a non-profit. So they don't have any legal authority.
Wow.
For the people who are like, oh my god, fucking Sean Murray's getting sued. I don't think anybody's actually going to spend, you know, $100,000 on a lawsuit over No Man's Sky.
Yeah, well.
Have either of you guys actually like played it at all since?
Dude, I've not touched it.
I sold it after I platinumed it.
Oh, that's right, you fucking platinumed it. Of course you platinumed it.
And she's trying to catch up to me. On my crazy plats.
I don't know, school's keeping me back, man.
Yeah, school's keeping me back too, girl. I got you.
Yeah, we all sound tired and beat. But
yeah.
Keep calm, carry on.
There's one last thing to bring up. Oh, go ahead, Delaila.
No, I was gonna say, speaking of platinum, I'm trying to platinum Deus Ex. It's like one of those platinums that you literally need notes, and you need to like keep a log of what you're doing. That's how like
God.
I hate them. I hate games that don't have chapter select. Just give me chapter select. Let me just go in there, pick up, clean up, and that's it. Don't make me like have 1,000 save files and have a freaking log of what I did and didn't do.
Yo, you want to dish about
let that out.
You want to dish about like going crazy over getting plats? I printed out. I think it was like it might have been like a 14-page document when I was trying to platinum Demon Souls to keep track of everything.
Oh my god, yeah.
That game almost defeated me. I don't know how I got through it, but
that game where like there's an item that's crucial to beating the game that's like hidden. You have to fall off an elevator and then like jump off a column, like in a game not built for platforming.
Oh my god, yeah, Dark Souls.
What was it called? Like, the Rusty Ring or whatever?
I don't remember. It's been so long since I went through Demon Souls and tried to do any crazy shit, but that game, even Dark Souls had like added some platforming things, but that was not a game built for that kind of gameplay and with that kind of gameplay in mind.
I mean, forget about the platforming, just the fact that in order to beat the game, you had to find an item that not only did the game not tell you that this item even existed, but in order to find it, you had to by chance like fall off an elevator.
Yep.
Nah, man, you got those signs on the ground that tell you everything. That people throw there saying, try jumping, and it's over a fucking cliff.
Yo, what if you don't have internet, man?
Hey, well, what are you doing? There's a as Don Magic would say, there's a console for you. It's called the Xbox 360.
Oh my god.
Bringing it back, 2013.
What do you think, folks? Have you been playing No Man's Sky? Do you feel ripped off? Are you looking forward to Dragon Quest Builders? Or are you like me and Mark? Do you plan on jerking off all day, all night to the world of Final Fantasy? We want to know. Mark's just sitting there like, man.
Yeah, I got one more thing to just throw out there.
Oh, what was the last plug? I thought that was everything.
Not because Delaila, either yesterday or today, hit us up with the fact that PlayStation Now has a big October Halloween spooky promotion going on. There's a bunch of horror games on PlayStation Now. They just added a bunch more. Of note, I guess, would be, I don't know if I count this of note, but Silent Hill HD Collection got added. I heard those ports are really bad. But that is a reputable series for horror, so there's that. The Darkness is on there as well. There's a Castlevania game.
What about Onimusha?
No.
No Onimusha?
I don't even know if that was ever on PS3, was it?
But it was on. It was like a PS2 classic. Like they were PS2 classics on PS3. Aren't those on PS?
Are there any PS2 classics?
Can't. Yeah, it's not on PS Now.
You know what? Let's go ahead and just throw it out there. The whole PlayStation ecosystem infrastructure with, like, you have PS2 games on PS3, and then you also have PS2 games on PS4, but they're not the same. And then you got PS Now, which is just PS3 games, but not PS2 games. Holy crap, guys!
Yeah.
Can we get
Real
some
talk,
unification?
just make them all fucking, like, if the only game I should not be able to play on my PS4 is PS5 games.
Damn. Oh shit.
No, I mean, like, we have the technology.
Yeah.
I think. No, I mean, like, I can understand, like, the fucked up, like, because of the cell processor and you can't do direct, straightforward backwards compatibility with PS3. I get that. But we do have PS Now. But it's fucked up that they can find, like, a workaround to get PS3 games on PS4. But somehow, like, we can't just, like, put all those really small basic PS1 and PS2 files on the PlayStation Network for PS4.
All they have to do is really do the same thing they're doing. Have them streamed like they're doing PS3. I don't know what the complications are. Because I guess when it comes to, I guess what they're doing is they're using PS3 architecture or PS3 infrastructure to get them streaming on PS Now. Maybe it becomes an issue when they're basically emulating PS1 and PS2 games on that hardware, and then it becomes an issue of emulating and then
it's
streaming.
emulation within streaming. Yeah.
Right. So maybe that's the holdup. But that would be really nice, is if I can load up my PS4 and be like, oh man, I really want to play the first Silent Hill. Let me load up PS Now and play it.
Yeah, the PS3 has a fantastic library, but goddamn, I just want to be, like, past that system, so, like, we can get, like, a real ecosystem building.
I feel like this is the first year where I'm finally changing my answer to this question, but for a while, anytime someone asked me, hey, I really want to get a PlayStation, should I get a PS3 or a PS4, I told them to get a PS3, just because they had not only PS3 games to play, but PS1 and PS2. They had such a large library, including all of that backwards... that entire backwards library.
No, yeah, I totally agree. I regret getting rid of my PS3 when I got my PS4.
I regret that. I still have my PS3.
Me too.
Love that thing. I would never get rid of it.
No. I said I regret getting rid of it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Probably sitting there crying, saying, Jason, why did you sell me? Why did you do this?
That's choices we make.
True.
Folks, this has been SonyCentric, the Outerhaven's official PlayStation podcast. As always, I'm your host, Jason Kwasnicki. If you like this episode, please hit that like button and subscribe to the Outerhaven Net for more video content, more podcasts. We have all kinds of podcasts. We have cool podcasts, cool podcasts.
Podcasts.
We have big podcasts, small podcasts. I was joined by Mark and Delilah. Peace out, internet.
Later.
Peace.